Okay, I think we should start off with the oldest system that I have. That being the Super Nintendo. Don't have many games for this, but the games I do have are some of the most fun the system has had, and they're ones that I think are definitely worth your opportunity to go out and get. Obviously, I don't have all of them. In fact, most of the Super Nintendo games I do have are on the Virtual Console on either my Wii or my Wii U, so yeah, unfortunately, I don't have all of the games, but I do have the ones that I wanted when I first got my Super Nintendo, and you know what? That's what makes it all worthwhile in the end. Now let's start with Aladdin on the flippin' Super Nintendo, made by Capcom. This is the bastardized cousin of the Sega game because it has nothing to do with the Sega game. It's only like 6 or 7 levels. There's hardly any music from the movie in the game. And instead of fighting enemies, you either throw apples at them or jump on them. Most of the time you're jumping. Now, I personally enjoy this game because of it's sort of like a weird Mario-esque game to it, but I know it's not for everybody, and I prefer the hack and slash of the Sega Genesis version a million times over. I know JonTron liked this one over the Sega one, but that's his opinion. And opinions are not facts. Let's see. Let's go with you next. Here's one, my most recently purchased Super Nintendo game. Toy Story. Another one of the movie licensed games. This one obviously being based on Toy Story. Let's see. Nice game here. It's fun. I just think it's like a little ridiculous of a game thing. Hey, we got mail. Cool. The little bit ridiculous of the length of the game. I mean, like, you go through like almost every single aspect of the game or like of the movie. Like, you start off setting up the whole toy thing, and then after that you get you have to hide and get back to your places before Andy comes back, and it's a little crazy, but you know what? I respect the game for that. It's an ambitious, fun, and crazy game. Not nearly as good as Toy Story 2, but hey, what you gonna do? Also, if you know the meme, Silicon Graphics Computers, apparently, there's this weird channel on YouTube called, Navigator? And it's an acronym, so it's not like actually spelled Navigator. And they used an old video game review show from back in the 90s, and they renamed it Gaming in the Clinton Years. And yes, Gaming in the Clinton Years, Bill Clinton, all that crap. And apparently the guy who runs the show went on almost like a nonsensical rampage in the episode about how Toy Story does not look anything like the flippin' as good as, like, say, Donkey Kong Country, and it's like, it wasn't used with Silicon Graphics computers. And it's just like, you know what, you ever hear of, like, the kid that keeps saying and repeating the same things over and over and over again, but they, like, you know, they don't understand the meaning of it. Like, they'll keep saying, like, oh, I find this meal very shallow and pedantic, and you don't even know what the hell the word pedantic means, and it's like, why would you even say that word? That feels like what he's saying when he says Silicon Graphics Computers. Like, how about just say SGI? It's easier, quicker, and you don't have to keep saying Silicon Graphics Computers. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Long story short, it's a good game. The review of it is completely psychotic, and Toy Story 2 is better. On to my third and final movie licensed game before we get to the Mario stuff. The Lion King. Dusty. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. I haven't played my Super Nintendo since we moved. which is weird. You'd think that I would, but I've been doing a lot of stuff for the channel, and now that I got a bunch of the Super Nintendo games on the Switch, I don't really need to worry about it. And adding the deepest insult to injury to this poor cartridge was the Lion King and Aladdin game that was released on the Switch that has ports of both this and Aladdin in it. So it's like, yeah, let's not say we did. But if I ever want to go back to the old-fashioned roots of roots, I can. And I fully intend on doing that one day. Maybe for a stream, but who knows. Okay, next up is one of my personal favorite games to ever have gamed the game, and that's Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World. A re-release of Super Mario All-Stars that had Super Mario World packaged into it. Now, back in the day when the Super Nintendo first came out, Super Mario World was generally always packaged with it, so you wouldn't have to worry about not having a game for it. But there were also some points where people were buying it used, and the system was being bought used, and you're like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I want to have Super Mario World, but nobody has copies of it because everybody owns theirs. So, they decided to package Super Mario All-Stars with Super Mario World, and the rest is history. 5 Mario games wrapped in one, including Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and of course Super Mario World. How many times can I say Mario? Well, too bad! We're going to be looking at one last Mario game. Yoshi's Island! A Let's Play that was done at some point last year, or this year, but of course my flash drive died. My external hard drive died, so as a result, it is a lost Let's Play, so we're gonna have to go back and do another Let's Play of it. I'm looking forward to it, actually, believe it or not, because I had a lot of fun with this one. It was just completely psychotic of a Let's Play, and just... I'm, like, really genuinely looking forward to doing it again. So that is my Super Nintendo collection. Stay tuned, because we're going to be looking at my Game Boys and my Nintendo 64 systems next. And we're just going to have to see things from there. Stay classy, YouTube.